Hey guys, Azathan here. In this video I'm going to show you how to gather all the mats to build a glass cube farm. So that's silver and frost crystal, and I'm going to build it with glass cubes. Now, the challenge to this is going to be that we're going to start with nothing. We're not going to buy anything, we're not going to mine asteroids, we're going to use as little multi-tool as possible. Now, if you are used to using the multi-tool, mining laser, or buying things from space stations to get all your mats, this is going to blow your mind. My absolutely favorite, hands down gathering tool is the positron ejector. Now, like the mining laser, anything that you destroy, you get everything back into your inventory. But the positron ejector hits such a wide area and so many things at once, it brings a huge amount of materials into your inventory. Now, you're going to find that you need to scan everything first. Otherwise, you don't get the secondary mats. And so I've already landed on these planets and scanned them. You'll also find that objects often spawn in late, so you'll want to make circles to catch them. I find that the smallest objects, dihydrogen and the small rocks that you find in barren areas, often do this. Okay, so the last thing we need to collect from this planet is some indium. We only need about 100. We're going to refine to get the rest. We're going to turn 50 into chromatic metal right now, though. Always fun when you land beside a plant that's trying to eat you. And we'll speed this up a little bit. Trying to fit an hour and 12 minutes into an under 10-minute video is fun. Okay, so we've tossed that into the refiner, get some chromatic metal, which we'll need for the base. And now some silicate powder. We need about 120. We'll use it for 3 holodors. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Inventory management is a bit of a pain in this. Anytime you do starship mining, you get a ton of mats, and it fills up really quickly. And we're off to the next planet. The next world's an ice world. This is where the base is going to be built. It has silver. We have 2 more stops to make for mats. First one's going to be ocean. And so we're looking for some cytophosphate, salt, and oxygen. Cytophosphate will be used to make glass. And the storm is not helping us find the ocean. And on this planet, the ocean is red. So there are 4 possible zones on a planet. You've got the regular zone, which has trees. You have barren grounds. You often find them in craters and at the top of mountains, just rocks there. You've got oceans, and you've got caves. And the always inventory management. Now, when you're targeting large objects, like trees, you want to target the bottom of it, otherwise you actually can't mine it. Okay, off to the next area. Now we're going to target the snowy areas, the regular ground. And so, for this we're looking for dioxide. We need about 10,500, and we need the rest of the salt, up to 12,000. Really a horrible planet. Constant storms, changes in weather, and more inventory management. And I just throw out a lot of the ferrite dust because we only need about 2 stacks of it. Great, we finished the gathering portion of this. So the next step is to build our base. So I found a silver deposit over by the save point. We're going to find a spot about 170 units away. We'll put down a base. Let's get some dihydrogen jelly for the refiners. And some fuel and ion batteries for survival and being able to actually use our starship. Okay, so we'll put down a very quick wooden base. Temporary. We'll tear it down later when we actually build the final base. Just something that we can put refiners into and survive in. And I misplaced my starship, so I'm going to move it. Okay, we'll drop a save point. Good idea. And we're going to drop 3 medium refiners. You'll find the link to a lot of these recipes that I found at the No Man's Sky wiki there at the nomansky.fandom.com, and you'll also find the patterns for each of these here. Now, I'm going to start with an indium cycle. So this is to produce more indium using indium and chromatic metal, and then to produce more chromatic metal using indium and pure ferrite. Now this produces way more, and by cycling this we produce a ton of chromatic metal. You could do the same just by using activated indium and pure ferrite to double the amount you get. You also notice that I threw some carbon in to produce condensed carbon. The next step is to produce some large refiners, and as soon as you get enough chromatic metal, it's a really good idea. Great. Next step is to produce the glass. Now we were using cytophosphate and salt to produce this, and so we'll split into nice even stacks. And we'll just keep this running. And the indium cycle continues. Next up, we're going to produce some ionized cobalt. You'll find a couple of useful patterns up at the upper right. And we're going to use this to produce silver and gold using Herox and grantine. And finish off our condensed carbon. Now we'll start our frost crystal. Basically, we'll convert dioxide into frost crystal using this pattern. There are a couple alternate patterns that you can use in the upper right. You could even use sodium nitrate to produce dioxide. Glass rolling. Now we'll start producing our grantine and Herox, and so we'll be using these to produce silver and gold. We could be using alternate ones. For gold you could also be using lemium or magna gold or even living pearl or emerald, oxygen, and ferrite dust. For silver, you could be using uranium or dirty bronze. I picked these simply because they were available in the planets nearby, so we had a toxic world with ammonia, and of course we're building on an ice world, which has dioxide. You could just buy these at a starship trader in a space station. Now we'll produce the metal plates. I need about 220 to 240 metal plates. And of course I'm going to speed this up by a lot. I wish I could produce these as fast in the game itself. And let's clean up the inventory a little bit. Okay, so we're done the glass now. And next step is we're going to be spreading all of our frost crystal dioxide conversions to all of them, just to speed things up. There we go. And let's speed this up. The last task that we have here is to convert dioxide to frost crystal, and so all the refiners are currently doing that right now, and then we'll have all of our mats. So the next video that I'm going to release will be the glass cube farm build, and so stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe, and in a moment I'll show you all the mats that we collected in this session. Okay, so we have our magnetized and pure ferrite, we have our chromatic metal from indium expansion, we have gold, silver, we have condensed carbon, we have our glass, we have frost crystal and dioxide, and metal plate. So we've got everything we need for our build. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.